Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Delightful Creations. I'm Amber. Today I'm here to share with you the mass pile of papers and journal cards and everything that I've pulled out to put in my journal, and I've been putting this off because honestly it's a big task. And I thought if I did a video, then I would get it started and sorted and hopefully pieced together. So this is not a full complete set of what I'm going to be using in this journal. It's just kind of the basics to get me started to go ahead and start building this journal. So I have this quote book here that I'll be using a few pages of throughout to decorate. And then I pulled out some of my German stuff that my friend Elke sent me. So these are 2 book pages she sent that I backed. And I left them to be open for a belly band or just to slip in a pocket for a little extra writing space. I don't really know yet. So I just wanted to use the stuff. Here is a couple of postcards. This one I've had for years. I think I got it. I don't remember. I really don't remember. I think I was like maybe a teenager, 13 or 14. And I love and still do love wolves. So I have that. That's a real treasure. This is another German page from Elke. They were 2 separate pages, and I took some really pretty fabric and I pieced them together. So I thought I would use that as a page in the journal. And then I've got this really beautiful vintage original rose card. It is actually it's not a card. I guess it's more like stationery. Maybe it is a card from 1958. And I thought that would be a fun little pretty piece. Here's another card. This is pretty purple flowers. I have a today's prayer card. She is more precious than rubies. I love that. And that just came from the Dollar Tree. I bought a whole pack of them. I've got 2 different of these envelopes in here, and they're letters that you write to your future self. So you write the me I used to be to the future self, and the old me, and then me older and wiser. So I thought these would be kind of fun pieces to maybe tuck into a pocket somewhere. This is another piece from Germany. I can't read any of that, but I like the picture. And yep. Then we get to the stationery, and we got some crazy stationery. So right away you guys can see there's some stuff from the 90s. Yep, sure is. This is vintage paper from my haul from when I went to visit my mom. This is wolf stationery that my friend sent to me, as well as that, something that she got sent in the mail. And then this is my beloved Lisa Frank paper, an matching envelope. And I have been saving this since I was probably, again, 14 or 15. And I'm like, this is a journal. I know it doesn't fit anything else in here. Like nothing else is as crazy as this, but I got to tuck it in a pocket. I got to use it. Okay. Here's a really pretty flower napkin that I believe Elke sent me, and it's really big. I'm going to try to open it. Okay. Because some of her flower paper napkins that she sent me, the print is only on 2 sides of it. So I thought I would be able to do a napkin page or some napkin pockets or whatnot with that. It was just one of my favorites. I probably will use a couple of napkins. I mean, maybe. Here's a bag from Candy. Oh my gosh. This actually I used on one of the treasure tags, so I'm really excited. So I wanted to put this on a page or something, decorate. This is the British Isles. It is a brochure. And it's just old vintage, and it's not really a treasure. It's just I was trying to include some real vintage pieces that I have that I haven't used. So I don't have any specific sentiment attachment to this, so I would be fine not using it. So I'm putting that in a separate pile. Okay, and then I've got some of these really cool pages that I ripped out. Yes, ripped out, terrible. Of a Sears catalog, and it has vintage clocks on it. And then this one is men's suspenders, which I'm not really particular for the suspenders, but I wanted to use something kind of for collage, like original vintage, so that side has mittens. And then this one is, I really like clocks, that's why I chose that one on purpose. But this is like machinery, washing machines, ringers, and then some safes on the other side. Again, just a page for collage. Here's the little buggies and carts and things. I thought that would be a fun little pocket or something to do. I like this side better. And then spoons. Look at these spoons. Fine silver plated ware. I just really like these old pieces, and they're really hard for me to use. Really hard. So even the ones that I'm like gonna collage with. Okay, so I've got those. Those are treasures to me. This is a Yahtzee playing card thing. I've played Yahtzee since, I don't know, at the beginning of time. So I wanted to put that in here. And then this is an Uno scorecard from my friend Candy that she backed on some music paper. So I thought those would kind of go together. So my 2 favorite games, I do like playing Uno. My little boy, my littlest one, 5 years old, just learned how to play Uno. So We have a lot of Uno years ahead of us. This is the vintage paper that I found from Mom's, and I'm so happy to see it. And I used these two little girls in her journal. I didn't realize that it kept repeating. So really there's 4 girls on here. So I will just use the 4 of them. So I'll use the fox little girl. Look how cute. I love that. And then the little squirrel. I feel like that's a squirrel maybe. And then of course the 2 that I used in her journal. So I'll have a fun and play with those. Those will be journal cards. This is just the rest of the treasure paper, the watercolor paper we made. And then this is the Gorgeous Girl stamp. I thought that would be maybe a fun little page or a piece to tuck into a pocket. And then I found this page out of my free magazine that I did when I was doing my January junk journal, which I'm probably going to put this one in my new faith journal. I need to make a new faith journal, prayer journal thing, because mine, I'm on the final signature, and I would like to have that ready to go for when I actually finish that. So I will probably be starting that next, but I wanted to keep this out and show you it was a treasure, and I'm going to put it in my faith journal. These are a couple of those book pages that I made. I love this one. There's a pocket right here. And then on this one, I chose it because, well, there's an A and there's butterflies, and this one has a flip up. And I really like that. Those are a fun project I believe Joey Defy did. This is a page out of a list journal. And I chose this one because it says list the people who make you feel happy. And then I could, decorate that page. And then in here it says list all the things that happened today that brought you joy. This was a really fun piece. Would like to have that in there. And then some scrapbooking paper. This is from Elke from Germany. This one I took out of my book. It's called Forever Amber that I have not read. Terrible me. This one comes out of the same journal. And I decided if I was going to pull out one, I should pull out 2 because I know for a fact I'm going to have 2 signatures in this baby. Maybe 3. We'll see how it goes. Yep, and that'll fit in there. And this one I chose because it's got coffee on there, honestly. And then the back side's got roses, like that too. And then on the inside, it's pretty ripped up here. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a hole there. So I am going to do the same thing I did with the German paper, and I'm going to stitch some fabric in there. But it says list everything that you think of as a treat for yourself. And then I've got some other these are really shiny pieces. These came out of another calendar, and I just chose these because they had some really fun imagery here, and I thought that would be fun for pockets or journals or whatever, but just things that I could pull out to use. I may not use all of them, but I went through the whole book. I'm like, there's no reason not to pull them all out. So I did that. This is out of my Anne Green Gables, or that's what I call it. The lady that puts the babies in flowers, right? I think that's from the 90s too, or beginning 2000s. But they're journal pages, and these ones are in teapots. And then this one, they're in watermelons, which I don't really care for that, but I like the writing space and that they were attached, and I like this flower here, so with the little baby in there. I might cover this page up. Probably going to cover this page up. But I am going to have to trim some of these pages down. I wasn't really thinking about the size of the journal when I was pulling these in. These are out of my other journal that I have upstairs. This is my mindfulness journal, and I just chose a page out of every section, so I had all the color different pages. I didn't really read what the prompts were, so that will be kind of a fun thing to do. And I thought, again, I could do the same thing by putting them together. But now that I see how big this is on my journal, I wouldn't want to lose the prompt writing. So I might actually just do a couple of them folded in like this and be in the center signature or tucked in a pocket. But again, just pulling out stuff. You might not use it. You might use it. Scrapbook paper. This is a piece of wallpaper. It's very pretty. I chose a few pages from my dictionary, and I chose the one that has my name in it. So this one has Amber somewhere. Of course, I can't find it on camera. I'm struggling. Oh my gosh, I thought so, right? Oh yeah, Amber Gis. Yep, Amber over here. Wow. And then this one is the treasure. This one says treasure on it. Somewhere. Probably on this side. Yep. Treasure, right there. Okay, so I got those 2. This is the new year, which I pulled this out in January, and then it's just a page from a book. Can't tell you which one. Precious Moments. Love Precious Moments, so I pulled out a few pages from that book in here. This one has butterflies. I'm so excited. So excited. Oh my goodness. Ooh, look at this. Okay, this was hard. This is Stamperia. Yep, sure is. And it's the only Stamperia page that I chose. Yep, that'll be fun to use. It's I don't know. Oh, another book page. And then I get to my other books. I just started taking out pages that spoke to me in that moment as I was flipping through my pages. And so this one might be a postcard. And I like that there's paint down here. It's like I might cut right here. And then this might be a little page. I don't know. And then this side. Love that. Love that tea set. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. And this one is out of, I believe, the Granny. I feel like it's the Granny book, but I could be wrong. Granny Chic, I think, is what this one's from. And I chose this one because I like the doily. I like the writing paper. And I like her little crafty space with her little puppy. So cute. This Paris paper is from Elke. It's really pretty with butterflies. This is music paper that I printed on. A couple of my favorite gel plates. This is actually the first one I ever did, so I wanted to have that in there somewhere. And this is really bold and colorful, and I thought this would go great with the 90s stationery with those dogs. So I chose that one. I got these beautiful roses that came out of the Rose book. And then that one as well. Oh, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. And I'm going to have to lose some of it. So I might... Oh, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can go like that. Maybe I can. And then fold it up into a pocket. I can. I can. We can brave. We can be brave. Oh, I love that. I love this old style of things. And this came out of a Shabby Chic book. Same with this one. I've been saving these 2 pages. Oh my gosh. Look at sewing, because I can sew now, and I think all sewing things are beautiful and super pretty, and I like the little gorgeousness, and baskets don't care for that. But this book is dedicated to Lily and Jake. I thought that's funny because my daughter's name is Lily, but we don't spell it with one L. Some coloring pages that I chose that are, this one's a butterfly and this one is a verse. And then a map of Wyoming, because I was going to choose Montana. So there's a little bit of Montana here. But there was no Montana in there. I must have used it on something else. And then this is a swap paper that somebody had sent to me, and I liked how pretty it was, and there's already a pocket there. I don't really care for the bulkiness of the sticker, but I thought I might be able to, use some of this. This is a fun pocket page that I sewed around with black thread. I don't know, I must have been messing around. I thought that would be kind of a fun thing with the fun edging there. I keep saying fun, I'm sorry. A pretty scrapbook paper that I've been holding. This is a photo album page. Now these pages here are from, I gotta look. They're on my shelf over there. They're a red book and they're like a smash book maybe? So I just chose 2 pages that I really liked. It says, please do not keep your ideas trapped away in a jar. I'll let them out into the world. And then this one I chose because it's got an A. For Amber. Yep. Some more pages from the Shabby Chic. I like the bookcase. I love old books. And on the other side was perfect. Little blue, purplish blue glass vases. This one I took out because I like the chandeliers, like the elegant garden vibe. And then I don't really care for this side, excuse me, as much. But I do like the house. I don't care for the pool water in there. But anyway, flea market style. That's another page from that one. Beautiful house with, I love the porch. I like that kind of house. And then another pretty scrapbooking page that I probably won't use. Just saying. Probably won't. It's pretty pink. And then some purple mulberry paper, the only one I have. This is a fun textured page from my friend from Germany. Another floral page. I'm looking at how long this video is. So this is old vintage. To me, it's vintage. Writing paper. It came out of an old notebook. I thought I would have fun with that. I chose September out of another book because that's my birthday month. And then some really pretty, pretty durable, creamy music paper. I didn't want to use something that was too weak, so I pulled out 2 pages. This is a sonata, and these are by Beethoven. This is out of my Beethoven book, so that was a treasure. Let's see here. This is something. This is from Candy. A ledger paper. And thank you so much. This is from a book, and it's about Abraham Lincoln. And yep. I'm not a big history fan. I was looking at it going, wow, I really put that in here. But I like these little ladies down here too that are dressed up in the men, and they're all like going in the meeting, and I don't know, and it says the sun burst through the cloud. It spoke to me. Okay, so I pulled it out. All right, so we got some more. Wallpaper. Wallpaper. Yep. Piano paper. This is from Candy. Gifted to me. Some really pretty doilies. So these are the only purple ones I had left. And then this is a big circle one, which it's not going to fit in here. We're barely going to fit. Okay, so this is a fun print. This is old stationery that I've had for as long as I can remember. Love it. Favorite page we're going to go to calendars now. My favorite calendar pages. Look at, so cute. These little birds, a little farmhouse, little dandelion-like things growing up in the yard. Oh my gosh. So this calendar I've had for a long time. My church sold them when I was a teenager, and I would take them off of the month, and then I taped them to my wall. I liked them that much when I was a teenager. So I wanted to put my two favorite ones in here, and they are huge. I'm looking now. I'm going to check now because I think it will fit, and I'm going to trim down the top and then this rippled edge. I just didn't want to lose any of the verse, but it's really, really thick. And so to be able to read the whole verse, they're going to have to be in the center of the signature. And they're really fat, so we'll see. We'll see. This is the moon. Yep, I don't know what that means. But I like the girls swinging, and I liked these little kids here at the pond in the Looking Glass River. This was an old vintage children's book, and I haven't used any, and I like the fairy bread. Look at that. She's feeding a bumblebee. I was saving this page I wanted to make a bee journal, kind of like Gail, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll get that far. Probably not this year, but I decided to pull this page out to have some more fun in my book because I haven't used any of my children's books. Now I've got to make more room here because I've got my 12 by 12 scrapbooking paper in the very bottom. There we go. So this is all scrapbook paper. We'll just have a quick flip through here. And that one is one of the only ones that's double-sided. And then this is Prima paper, so that's double-sided. You're just my type. Goodness, sorry about that, guys. You're just my type. This is a fun textured page. It's really glittery, and of course it's butterflies. Some lemons. This is double-sided. Look at these gorgeous. I just love these yellow flowers. I really like these yellow flowers. And this one's so pretty. Look, it's got little gold glittery bits in it with bees and flowers. So like, apparently I like flowers. Yep. I like the mintiness of that one. And it's like almost watercolor paper. This one is crazy all over, but it's thinner. I realized after all that stack, those are heavy, heavy scrapbook paper. So I needed to pull in some that were a little thinner. This is another heavy one. This one I like. This is like a vintage lace. This is thin. And then some more. Maybe won't use that one, but it is thinner than the other gold one. Then there's this one, and I don't really like the green foil. I am not a fan. I do not like that. But I thought I could just cut out between the green foil and use those pieces because I don't like the green. Or Prima. These are actually journal cards, and I'm proud of myself for taking that out. I got the prettiest vellum ever that has been printed on with lace. It's really hard to see. Gosh, I don't know if I can show you guys that. It's really, we have no sun today. But it's printed on with lace and dots. And then that's old scrapbooking paper, old Paris note handwriting. I just love all these pages, and I saved them. This is, I believe, Tim Holtz paper. Yep, old vintage paper. Look at this. Beautiful roses. So I'm already feeling like I'm probably not going to use all these flower pages because I like or love some of them more than others. I love that one. Okay, here's some more 2 small doilies in case that big one didn't fit, and they're the same pattern. And then this is made to look like Victorian paper, wrapping paper. And I don't know if I'll use this. I probably... if I was going to use it, I would use it for journal cards or whatever. Cut apart. I wouldn't use it as a page, I don't think. Okay, so that's all that stuff. Thanks for watching what I have. Here is my coffee dad papers. These are special because I just did them for the first time with a doily stencil thing, and it worked, and I was really happy with that. So I pulled in these 2 pages, this one I might not use because there's a crinkle, and it didn't turn out as good, but, you know. And then I tried to lay a great big doily, like, tablecloth napkin thingy on there, and it got super grunged up. I dumped a lot of coffee here to get just this little bit of marking. And, again, I don't know if I'll use that because it's not... And I used it on thicker 28-pound paper. There's another doily one. I'm not going to use all of these. I just wanted to show you. So here's the bigger ones, the big ledger ones. Look how grungy that is. Oof. Yeah, that's... that is something, isn't it? Yep, won't be using that. Or that. But I just thought it was really fun to have these grungy looking textures. This is where the coffee rolled off of this huge... You can kind of see it's like stenciled in there. It's a really thick, grungy tablecloth that I won't do that again too. There's another page of it that was underneath. Actually, this one was the one that was on top. So I laid this huge thing. It wasn't that big, but this huge paper down like this. Okay. And it was laying on here. And then I took this page here and I laid it over top and I pressed into it because it was like soaking wet. And so that's how I got that fun texture. Same with this one. I just pressed into it and it smells really good. I made this strong coffee. And yep, just thought I'd show you those really quick. So I'm going to be using a couple of these pages, and then I'm going to use my normal coffee dyed because these are thicker. Okay, and then in my treasure box, I have my pretty lace that I tucked in there. And I don't know what that is. It's trash. My journal card that I found. I love that. Stuff from my desk that I pulled in here. Little window envelopes and things that I want to, you know, possibly use or, you know, that kind of thing. I've got my pretty tabs in here, the hanky. I picked these up at Hobby Lobby on clearance, and I liked that they were sewing themed, and they're wooden, and I'm gonna bust them off of the paper clips. Yep. I just want the wood piece. So yep, I'm gonna use that, and then the vellum, little notepad thing here that I made with some offcuts from my desk, my big lily one I've been saving. Love that floral. And then all my treasure tags are in here. Over here I've got a little snippet roll thing that I made with some of the fabric from the spine, or from the journal cover. An envelope, the one that my daughter gave me. I got a couple of these candies from when I did my daisy journal. I thought that would be kind of fun. A little vellum with a tag in there, and this beautiful butterfly, wooden butterfly with decoration. That might go on the cover. And then a little bit of A papers. These are from a batch of when I very first dyed papers, coffee dyed them. And they're a little bit sticky still, but not tremendously. But I thought, been saving them, might as well use them. That's just an offcut. I saved the A. Somebody made this for me, and I'm going to take it off. It says, music is what feeling sounds like. Thought I would reuse that quote. Oh, this is definitely a treasure. I don't know where I got this from. I feel like it, I almost want to say candy, but I'm not certain. I really don't remember. But this is a metal pin. So I don't know if it's like a bookmarky looking thing. Yeah, I don't know if I'll do that on there, but I wanted to use the doily with the little roses. And then a piece of napkin here that I laminated, that I tucked this in there. That was another piece of that candy. And then wallpaper, or watercolor music paper, a purple bag, and then some words that I took out and stuck in here that I probably won't use. Maybe, we'll see. And then my dad's root beer. So yeah, that's the start of the pile, and I'm just overwhelmed now. I'm like, okay, I've got a lot of stuff. But I like to have choices, right? If I didn't pull all this stuff out, I wouldn't know what I actually want to use versus, oh, I could use this or this or this, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that's the beginning of this journal, and now I am going to try to sort down how many papers and pages that I want to tuck in here, and I'll do that off camera, and then I will show you what I came to. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, everyone.